Okay, this is Persuasive Speech Communications, Liberty University, Jennifer Scales. I'm here to talk to you all about today Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. Ulcerative colitis is actually an inflammatory bowel disease that causes long-lasting inflammation in part of the large intestine and the digestive tract. I personally have been affected by this disease for the last 12 years. It is also listed as an autoimmune disorder. However, I'd like to talk to you about the reason why I contracted this disease and some of the issues and preventative measures that can be taken to prevent this type of issue causing anyone to go through the things that I have been challenged with for the last 12 years. Probiotics is a particular supplement that can be utilized with the prevention when taking antibiotics. I was diagnosed in 2001 with pseudomembrosis ulcerative colitis, which put me in the hospital, and that was actually just from an antibiotic that I actually took for a sinus infection. After numerous times of actually being hospitalized, they finally figured out what was wrong with me, and simply by a doctor telling me potentially that taking a probiotic could prevent this disease from attacking my colon could have resulted in me actually not having as many issues as I've had over the numerous years. This here is a picture of a colon. The one on the left actually shows a normal colon, and the one on the right shows a colon that has ulcerative colitis and ulcers in the lining of the colon. And that is what I have been left with over the last 12 years from this disease. I recently had an actual colonoscopy, and I can say that after 12 years, for the last 2 years, I have been in remission with no medication after going through 12 years of a lot of problems. This is my recent colonoscopy that I had. Being in remission, I actually had this last week, and the good news is that I do have a lot less damage that I've been left with, and I have just some small ulcerations that I'll be left with for the rest of my life. Doesn't mean that I will not actually end up going through some different phases of the disease the rest of my life, but by actually managing my disease, the stress levels, and also ensuring that I have probiotics in my system can prevent me from actually having any flare-ups going forward. Now, probiotics are small organisms that actually help maintain the natural balance of organisms in the intestines. Everyone has bad bacteria and good bacteria in their system, and when you take an antibiotic, it actually kills off all of the bad bacteria in your system, and it also kills off the good. If you don't replenish that good bacteria, it'll allow the bad bacteria to take over everything into your colon and into your digestive tract, which is what happened to me. So the bottom line is I would like to encourage everyone to actually ensure that when they have an antibiotic prescribed to them by their doctors, one, they ask their doctors about probiotics, and they also make sure that they know the right levels to take so that when you're on an antibiotic, you actually are replenishing the bacteria in your system so that you do not allow the bad bacteria to actually grow in your body that can actually end up with ulcerative colitis. Crohn's disease actually too, if ulcerative colitis is not treated, it can lead to Crohn's disease, and per the Mayo Clinic, Crohn's disease is actually the different inflammation in the smaller intestines, which can lead to severe abdominal pain, diarrhea, and literally life-threatening issues within your complications of the disease. What you want to do is ensure that you do not let your ulcerative colitis actually get out of control and end up in Crohn's disease and left untreated. Crohn's and ulcerative colitis also, again, are not the same diseases. They actually can have the same symptoms. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation of America actually provides a lot of great support for people, and I've been able to do a lot of research as it is with my disease over the last 12 years by utilizing this. So in closing, I just want to make sure that everyone knows that the preventative measures that probiotics can actually help you, and when you actually get a antibiotic prescribed to you from your doctor, please make sure that you actually look and research and ask your doctors about the use of probiotics. Yogurt is one thing you can replace it with, but you can actually take a supplement over the counter that will actually just provide you with a lot of long-lasting benefits by ensuring that you keep your digestive tract and your intestines in good shape if you're actually prescribed antibiotics. I thank you for your attention today.